Okay, testing. Let me see if this comes up correctly. There we go. Okay. So what was I doing with this? Oh, that's right. Okay. So in general, this general area will be for a Spinosaurus. For the most part, they seem to get along relatively well, or at least just tolerate multiple things at once. I know velociraptors could be an issue with keeping them, but that is okay. I know I'm going to end up testing how they end up reacting when they have a Quetzal in the same area. So that'll probably be interesting, hopefully. I had no idea the Quetzal was able to attack things, so... What am I looking at? Oh, okay, there we go. We'll do random. And begin task. I think over here is where I will put the Quetzal. So I need to move this around. Alright, so the way that you are able to glitch a flyer into... Oh wait, I'm doing this wrong already. So you want to go into the hatchery, into the bay, go up to filters, go into new, leave it at that, go back over to your aviary hatchery, and where's the Quetzal? There it is. You just want to keep it selected, not like press to start the genome or anything. You can change up like all this. I just put them at random just to see all the different patterns and colors that you can end up getting. Save and exit. So you leave it up like this. Exit back out. Leave that empty. Come back over to the hatchery that you have as the new filter, and over in the right column you'll see that the Quetzal is already loaded up into it. So you've already modified the genome. All you have to do is click begin task, and then it will be released from this specific hatchery as long as you have it loaded up in the corresponding aviary hatchery. So let me make sure. I could probably give it a little bit more water to run around in. Just extend off of this. I usually like making my waterscapes look a little bit more natural. So I'll kind of add these like little knots and bumps into it. With this build, I'm hoping to take a little bit more time in making everything. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Just so it has food. And then I don't exactly remember what they need otherwise. Intolerant, fit, large appetite, cohabitation limit. Ooh, okay, so that might not be good. Okay, well, that's the only one we got, so we'll go with that one. We'll add for some drama, I suppose. Right, so it needs forest, sand, water, rock. I could probably just get away with using terrain paint. No, you know what? We'll add some rocks. Make it look nice and cozy. Throw some sand down. Ooh, whoops. And then we'll do randomized temperate rocks. And just kind of throw them around in a nice little ring around the water. I definitely prefer using the bigger rocks over the smaller ones. I feel like they're just more easily noticeable from the map when you're looking above everything, and just kind of adds a little bit more ambient. Like these ones, these are really, I like these rocks a lot. Definitely feel like it adds to like the wild world kind of feel going on. I do wish you could add them in a little bit of a closer quarter to each other. Or if there was like a cheat you could use, like on The Sims, how you can like use the move objects cheat. Those are really come in handy when you're trying to do some like specific decorating like that. Alright, what else did I need? I need more forest. I've definitely got plenty going around on the entire map, but I suppose I will throw some more down here just for the fuck of it. There we go. It's just this one lone tree. Okay. I don't know if I want to throw, because I know the Quetzal can cohabit? Can live with multiple kinds of other flyers. The Dimorphodons, I wish I would, they're so short-lived and they're so small that you can't really see too much of what's going on with them when you're looking at the map as a whole. You really got to focus in on them individually in order to like see just what they're up to, what different animations they have. Let's see, what can the Quetzal get along with? Oh, I got rid of that. Okay, I guess just for being able to see easier. I'll do the Pterodactylus, if I'm saying that right. Do random, save and exit. And then, as I said, you want to just leave it unselected. You know, modify the genome if you want to, but leave it unselected. Don't select anything specifically in the aviary. And then run over to the hatchery, come into the bay, and then you'll see on the right side that you have it ready to go. You just begin the task. And I suppose I will wait for those to be done before I throw out the Quetzal. Skittish. I don't think that really matters, so we'll just select all. And yeah, let's see, open space, fish, sand, water. I think the setup that I have going on for them right now is probably good, because if they really wanted more than just this little area, I mean, I guess I could throw some rocks over here just to kind of entice them to it. I have not been able to fully tell how you can kind of moderate where the AIs of the dinosaurs end up making their territory. I've kind of tried to play around to see if like food is most likely something that would be able to like get them in a different spot than where they originally want to be. Surprisingly, the only thing that I have actually seen so far that kind of takes on a I'm gonna venture wherever the hell I want to go are the paras, which is really interesting because, you know, usually historically they would be herd animals, so you'd think you'd see them all traveling as a group, which is something I do hope that in the third installment of the game that they do implement a little bit more of like a herd mindset when it comes to the herbivores. Possibly some of the smaller carnivores as well, because there is certain animations where you'll see, like with the velociraptors, where they'll all hunt in a pack, but they all end up separating at some point anyways, and I think having some infrastructure in the new game to where they kind of stick together a little bit more. Would be really nice to see. Alright, so let's put these Sarahs out. Missing fish. Well, we're gonna have to go find some if that's the case. Water, 47%, 65, perfect. I really do like adding the flyers in for, I guess, just the ambiance of it. I'm really glad I was able to find that glitch. I found it on YouTube, actually. Because they just add so much more to the environment, and I feel like they interact with more than they do in the aviaries. I personally, in a more serious run where I'm doing an actual park and having customers, I don't like to have the aviary. I feel like it's really buggy. It's just, yeah, there are definitely some improvements that could be made on it, and I see a lot of the people in the community for Jurassic World Evolution agree with that as well, especially with trying to have a Quetzal in the aviary. It just really doesn't end up working out like a lot of people want it to. Oh, I really like the patterns on this one. Oh, look at you. He's got a weird beak. Oh, man. It's weird. He looks like he's got, like, mold growing on it. Alright, we're gonna give it a cool name. No, we'll go with Leonard. Leonard the leopard-looking Quetzal. Yeah. Leonard. Alright. See if he's good with everything. Yep, got enough fish. He's gonna share. Okay. I guess I'll keep the aviary up just in case I want to throw any other flyers into this area. Like I said, they don't really, like, venture out more. You know, they'll come over to, like, over here, I'm sure. Is there a... No, okay. Oh, look, he's already coming over there. That's perfect. But I have noticed with the flyers that they really don't venture out farther than where they can access the feeders. Even if you do have multiple of them around the map, they really will just stay in their own kind of like little subsection near some water and kind of hang out there. I do end up having a lot of cohabitation issues with them though, because other builds, like I said, I usually kind of rush through them because I'm excited to start pumping everything out and kind of getting the ecosystem going. But with this one, I'm trying to take it a little bit more slow so I can moderate what's going on and really build up something good. I don't know if I want to wait until I throw out the Spino. Intolerant. You know what? I think we'll discard this egg and we will... Oh, whoops. We'll try to get one that does not... Actually, I'm pretty sure I could just change that in the genomes. I want one that's a little bit more tolerant. Because obviously, like, if, you know, something comes and wanders over, I don't necessarily want it to just be causing a bunch of issues. I have tried to put them with baryonyxes before, and surprisingly, I mean, not really surprisingly, I would expect them to be able to beat the ass of a baryonyx, but I thought they would have a little bit better of a tolerance to each other. But no, he absolutely destroyed the baryonyxes I had around. Even though they all had ample space, I had multiple feeders for them. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Just the 0 off chance. Just see what we get out of that. See what kind of coloration we get as well. I don't know why I'm saying we. It's only me here. But okay, so this is gonna be like the little Spino area. We've got our Quetzal chilling over here with the Sarahs. I I know the Quetzal really doesn't tolerate anything else but tape charas, Dimorphodons. I usually try to do in all corners of the map kind of thing where I have the hatcheries kind of spread out. But what I notice with that is that I almost always have one side where everything's kind of just conjuncted into one section and they don't really branch out. So I guess I'll leave these two sides for carnivores. I may add another flyer in at some point. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want this end of the map to become too conjuncted. So I'll have the Spino over here. I know at some point I am going to release a pack of Velociraptors or Utah Raptors. I'm not really sure. I have seen the animation for how Velociraptors try to attempt to attack and take down the Spinosaurus. And it's actually quite funny to see. I was hoping to get it on this stream. But I may also see if the Utah Raptors can kind of put up a fight as well. So where do I want to start pumping out these herbivores? I may or may not put another hatchery right here, just to kind of get this area to be able to get filled out as well. So when I do start putting out carnivores, they're not going to end up all starving to death in these corridors over here. But for now, okay, let's see. I did kind of put this as a preliminary area for paras. I wanted to kind of have like a little grassland thing going on this side. So I will take down a couple of these trees just so we can have ample space for food foliage. I'll make that a little bigger. But I do overall like having these like little patches of forest going on. I also really like putting them in water. I don't know why. I feel like it adds like kind of like a swampy outlook to it. And I really enjoy that, especially when I'm making an environment for a Spinosaurus, because I feel like that would be the exact kind of environment that they would thrive in. But for now, I guess we'll start by throwing out some paras, which I love. I always have paras in my builds because they're just so cool looking, so cute. And I may throw in some Maiasauras as well. Mosasaurus? Where are they at? Maiasaura. Yeah, okay, we'll start with them. Yeah, I do really enjoy having them together. I feel like they just match so well. The fact that they have equal points in cohabiting together. I feel like in general it really just does add to the ambiance to have them kind of all in their own like little herds together. And it's another thing that I do look forward to at least seeing if they attempt to do with the new game. Is if they are going to attempt to try to have any breeding going on, because obviously in the description of the Maiasaura, you know, they mention how it's a mother dinosaur. And there's even been a couple of, what's it called, like media in which that's been represented. I know there was the dinosaur movie. I can't remember exactly if Walking with Dinosaurs had anything specific that was, you know, the focal point of how this subtype of herbivore was very close-knit familial units. But I think that would be really interesting to see, especially for those that like to do these kind of all-natural ecosystem builds without really having to do the micromanaging of the parks. Okay. Oh, no, whoops. Weak. Damn. Okay. Well, maybe the parasaurs will protect them. Thirsty, large appetite, thirsty, social. Alright, well, that should be fine. Okay, so they need forest, water, open space, ground nut. Myosauras need ground nut, ground fiber. So we'll throw a little bit of that down before they get out. A little bit of the ground fiber kind of growing along the water's edge. I do like to keep things almost as naturally occurring as I can. Because obviously more plants thrive when they're closer to a water source. And I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural on the banks of the water when you have a lot of foliage and growth happening. And like I said, you want to make sure that your dinosaurs kind of end up, you know, venturing out a little bit more than they usually would if you just threw everything down in one area. So I think I want to have this whole little section in between the watering holes to be for the herds. I think that would be really nice to see them all just hanging out in. So throw a lot of ground fiber around, mostly around the water, and then we need ground nut for the paras. I really do like the animation for the ground nuts as well. I feel like it just adds like such a, again, like adds to the whole swampy ordeal. So I do like to put them in the water. Make it look a little bit more authentic. Just kind of have it bordering all of the fibers. And the forest too, because I know that's one of the subsets that they also need. Throw a little bit over here. And yeah, kind of give it just this little organic feeling to it. Do I want to throw some over here? Yeah, we'll throw a little bit on this side too. Maybe along these tree lines. Kind of make it seem like they're like branching out or mixing in with the forest. And we'll throw a little bit more of the fiber down just to kind of blend those two a little bit more seamlessly. Plus, I'm sure I'm going to be putting out other things that do need the ground fiber, so the more the merrier, I suppose. Okay. I think that's good for now. So, release these. Let's see what colors we got going on. I do like when they have kind of like a vibrant coloration going on, but I also like the let's see, which one was it? This one. Kind of when they have a little bit more of like that albinism going on. We've got like the ghost kind of patterns happening. I feel like that makes them look really unique, and I like it. Yeah, it's like whenever you see like an all white moose or something. But I enjoy the unique color patterns as well. Usually I go through and I name everything, but because I know I'm going to be throwing quite a bit of carnivores in here, I feel like that's going to be a lot of work for what little fate these guys are probably going to have. Some groundnut. Well, you got some. I mean, you're just going to have to run around a little bit. Missing forest? Like, there's plenty. I don't know what you're complaining about. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna have to run out a little bit, because they've got plenty of forest. I mean, unless this is... Yeah, I mean, I can throw a little bit more there, but I don't want to have it too congested. I like having the forests kind of spread out a little bit more. I will usually have them surrounding the border of the map just to kind of match up with the rest of the biome. And this is my first time messing around with the Biosin Sanctuary map, and I really like it. I really like the size that it has to offer. I feel like it's not too big, not too small, because I have tried to do this ecosystem run with a square level, and I ended up finding out I have to put so many hatcheries around just to make sure that everything is spreading out in a popular way. See, I really like when the paras have those like unique kind of colors on the stripes on the sides of their necks. Or when they have like, it reminds me of the like with this one specifically, those 90s cups. I don't know what they are. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would know what I'm talking about. Let's see. I didn't realize the paras wanted that much forest as well. I thought they were really just content kind of hanging out in like a grassland kind of thing, but it's just so pretty. I love it. I love the paras. They're so cute. They've got like their little duck faces. They're fast, they're huge, they're probably like really clumsy. They're just like dopey and cute, and I love it. I love their little horn on their head, which was actually used, which I'm probably sure this is a part of the description inside the game itself, but a lot of the herbivores that had this kind of subset of horn on their head, I'm not sure if the Maiasaura had it as well. Where are they? They were usually used in order to kind of output a stronger vocalization, so they'd be able to communicate between their herds in a more efficient way. Yeah, the Maiasaura doesn't really have it going on. No communicating for you, man. But alright, so far... I mean, it says you need all this stuff, but if you guys just walk a little bit, like... I suppose I can pity you and throw a little bit more down. Just a little bit, though. I really want them to be able to spread out from the hatchery openings so it's not all just super congested into one area. Give a little bit more of an authentic feel to it, for sure. But I think they're managing. They want more forest. Suppose I can kind of build it up a little bit more around the lakes areas. Fill this out a little bit better. Use some of the empty spaces. I just don't want to impede on their food foliages to the point where I'm gonna have to end up micromanaging the area too much. But, oh no, perfect. Okay, cool. And the Mayas, are they okay? Yeah, 100%. Awesome. Okay, so we've got 6 pairs, 4 Mayas. I might throw a couple more Mayas down just to kind of give a little bit more of that authentic herd feel. Or, maybe I want to put... I do like the Aloro Titans. I might throw some in here as well, or some Mudaborosauruses. You know what? Okay, I'll throw some of these in there. Kind of see how they fit into the mix. Do random, large appetite. What do they need? Ground fiber, forest, and water. A lot of forest. Wow. Well, it should be fine. see how many we get. We get 4 out of those. So do that batch. And release. See what kind of colors we got. Ah, so see, they have the little bulbous thing on their noses as well, which also means that in the context of their paleological setups, they would also be using that to vocalize. I wonder if it gives that description with them. View database entry. Jesus Christ. Named after the location of its discovery, Mutabora in Queensland, Australia, Mutaborosaurus is a genus of herbivorous ornithopod. Notable for its flat skull and blunt snout, it can grow up to 9 meters in length and weigh over 3 tons, while its strong jaws and serrated teeth allow it to tear leaves, branches, and shrubs with ease. Australia Lovinator. I think that's hilarious that Australia is a little narcissistic, huh? I'm sorry, Australians. Okay. Ground fiber, forest. They're good on water. Should be good on forest if they run around a little bit. But I'll check back in a little bit and see if they are. Okay, so, kind of getting that problem already where everything's just a little bit too conjuncted here. Except for this one. This guy's just chilling over in the woods by himself. Hanging out. What's the green one? Oh, they're so cute. They remind me of Muscovy ducks. Still missing forest. But at 78 or 84, I suppose we can throw some pity trees around. Maybe in this little corner here, kind of. Oh, okay, damn. Really did not need that much more. Perfect. Okay. So, because these types of herbivores usually get along pretty well with everything else. Sauropod, ceratopsid, orthonomomosaurid. Didn't really care too much for the Mutaborosauruses. Okay, well, I suppose what we can do to throw some other things in here. Let's see. A sauropod, ankylosaurid, Lystosauruses? They don't really like anybody, do they? Which is weird. It's weird because I'm pretty sure the Therizinosaurus likes Lystosauruses, but that is not received on the other side. Let me see. Yeah, they literally like Lystosauruses. The Lystosaurus does not feel the same way. Wow. That's kind of rude. I feel bad for the Therizino because it's just like overall hated by everybody in the entire animal kingdom, or at least in the dinosaur kingdom. I really wish I could throw some of these around because they like everything. Like they're pretty chill. But every time I try to put any kind of scavenger in my game without utilizing any kind of automatic feeder, obviously I have to do it for the piscivores because there's no organically generated fish in the game, which I am hoping that is something that in the next and third installment of the game that they do put in as an option where you can have naturally occurring fish in your waters. And as well with just, I don't know, maybe some like mice, like field mice or ground moles or something for the scavengers to the point where you don't have to supply them constantly with the meat, and then they also don't have to rely constantly on having a supply of carcasses everywhere. Because I do try to do that. I try to have compies, I try to have the Sinnohs, and it never ends up really working out because there's not enough death happening to keep them alive, which is really sad because I like them a lot. They're very cute. Like little lizard raccoons. Okay, so I went on a bit of a tangent and I kind of forgot what I was doing. Let's see, what do I have for... Okay, so I've got a Piscafor feeder there. Got some down here. But I know if I try to throw something else over here, the Quetzal is not going to be happy about that. You know what? Fuck it. Quetzal can just get over it. So, we will throw some Dino Cheris? Not entirely sure how to say that, I will be honest. These guys are badass. These guys fucking I've seen them kill quite a bit of the medium-sized carnivores, and even some of the larger ones. They definitely pack a punch. And I think that's really cool for them because they're pretty tanky. We'll do random patterns. They do have the resilient genome trait, which probably attributes to the fact that they can fucking like 3-shot something, and minimum population 1. So I suppose on my last one I had about 4 of them running around in the area, batch size 4. I think I may only have 2 here, just so we're not getting too filled out too soon. Let's see, what do... Large appetite, resilient, social, skittish. I suppose I'll hang on to those in there for a minute. And I should probably just focus on one area at a time. I got a little carried away with throwing out the flyers early, but like I said, they don't really interact with too much. They're more so there just for having the natural ambiance of them flying around in the background and whatnot. So I'm not too concerned about them. The Quetzal, yes, but everything else, no. I guess right now... Let's see. I want to throw out something that's a little small, but not like a galley. Because I don't know what it is about them. They're kind of annoying. They're like chickens, like skinny little chickens that just like freak out about everything. You know what? We'll throw some patchies out. They're relatively resilient for what they are. I usually do Draco Rexes, but just for the sake of having some more unique items running around, we will throw some of these down. Oh, geez, that was fast. And we have 8 of them. Sickly, large appetite, defensive, strong and defensive. Hopefully he doesn't die out too quickly. And sickly. Sickly but strong. It's a bit of a paradox. And I'm not really sure when I want to start throwing something over there. I know I'm going to throw at least one sauropod over here. Not entirely sure which one. They're little skull brains, weirdos. It's reminding me of a movie, but I don't really remember what. Alright, so what do they need? ground leaf and forest. Well, they'll find plenty of forest around. Ground leaf, however, I neglected a bit so far. But we'll throw some here in the middle, just because that's kind of the space that I have available without impeding on the ground fiber. Kind of have it lining up along the side here. Maybe over here. I do like the quirky little music that they get when they get released. Okay. Should be enough for them right now. Excuse me. Once they run around a little bit, they'll find that they've got a lot of... Wait a minute. Cohabitation issue? With who? Really? Well, they're just gonna have to deal, because realistically, this is probably one of the safer places that they could be. But I guess due to that, I will not release the sauropod over there and start them over here. I'm a little biased towards the Dreadnoughtus because they have a cool name. The Diplos as well, but that's something that I also hope that in the newer installment of the game that they do allow a little bit more of the herbivores to kind of have a bit of a chance to fight back, because I know a fact about the Diplo is that its long ass whip tail that it had was one of its main forms of defense, and it could really do some damage with it because it was just like a giant whip that they had total control over. And that was something I was a little disappointed when I first started this game, seeing that they did not have any kind of animation for that, no sort of defense system. Yeah, I was a little disappointed, honestly. Really hoping that they were being able to, you know, kind of stand up for themselves a little bit. But no, they just ran away very slowly. Social. I can change that a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so 2 of those coming out. That should be fine. I don't really know. I might put some kind of trike with them. You got large appetite, that's fine. Okay, so they need tall fruit and lots of forest. So I know the forest we could probably extend out a little bit more over here. Kind of get this to be like a little patch going on. Yeah, come out a little bit. Yeah, it's one lone tree. It should be fine. Gonna have it patch out a little bit, make it look a little bit more naturally occurring. Okay. Oh, the Apaches are fighting already. Okay. And I can't remember if they needed nuts or fruits. Tall fruit. Okay, there we go. You know what? I think we will actually use the ginkgo trees for that, because they are super pretty. They add quite a bit of ambiance, very foresty kind of vibe to them. And yeah, we'll throw a little grove here. I'm sure they've got plenty to eat. Because again, I do want them to kind of venture out of these safe spaces. I don't want them to be too congested to everything, so make sure they've got plenty of options to run around to here. And then I guess just for the sake of it, we'll throw some cycad grove, if I'm saying that correctly. If not, don't hesitate to correct me. And I suppose I will throw a little bit more water in this area. Not in this section specifically, but like this little pond I have going over here. Like I mentioned before, I do like my water to look a little bit more naturally occurring. So often what I will do is make the blob of it at first, and then kind of come in with the eraser tool and sharpen it up a little bit. Oh wait, no, that's too much. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes I'll make it to where they have like these big like river systems going through them and everything. But just for the sake of having ample space for this map, I did not do it, except on the Spino side. I did want to have a little bit of like a middle island going on here. I'm hoping that that's where the Spino spends quite a bit of its time, but we'll just have to see. Okay, so we'll throw out the Diplos. They're so cute. They're like those like little old ladies you see on the bus. They look so like wise and wrinkly. Make me like kind of sad for some reason. I don't know what it is. Just the fact that they're like so like gentle and kind, but you know, the game didn't justify them by giving them their cool whip tail that they're supposed to have. Poor guys. A little disappointed by the colorations on these ones. Maybe it's just the lighting so far. I mean, this one's kind of cool. It's got like a little camo thing going on.
The Diplodocus was once considered the longest.
But like, do you see, they went through the trouble to give them this big ass tail, and then they don't use it. If anything, it just serves as more of a target for them.
This dinosaur. Your task is making sure these magnificent creatures can survive in the modern world.
Forest. I do like their audio cues as well. They're like cows almost. I'll throw a little more forest in here. Trying to thicken this up a bit. Don't really need to go to the back of the hatchery, so I'm not too concerned with making sure that this has open space available. I want to push them out of going back there, essentially. Alright, so we got our Diplos out. They've got their water right there, another little pond over here that they could come to. Let's check on... Oh, Jesus Christ. See, now I'm kind of starting to regret putting these patchies out here because they are definitely congesting up the place. They just seem like they would have bad attitudes. Nothing's really coming out here except this one para. Like, this guy, I don't know if it's the same one. It is. Dang, dude. You're just, like, Miss-Independent. Which one is the alpha? Ooh. Okay. Some, like, autumn colors going on. That's cute. Alright, cool. Okay. Aw. I love their little socializing animations. It's so cute. Alright. See what else we can throw with the Diplos. It is unfortunate that a lot of the sauropods don't like each other. Because I feel like that wouldn't really be the case in real life, or at least 100 million years ago. Yeah. You'd think there would be more safety in numbers, I guess. Let's see, do they like other? No, they do not. Wow. Okay. Sauropods, saurids. Yeah, you know what? Well, yeah, fuck it. We'll throw some iguanodons in there. See what kind of skin patterns and colors we get. And honestly, I really want them to be. Honestly, yeah, we'll give it to a 25% chance. We'll leave that up to the dinosaur gods a little bit. Alright, throw these on. I didn't even look at the traits. Whatever. Honestly, they're probably gonna be cannon fodder anyways, so as bad as that is. And ground fruit, they should honestly be good on that. Might throw a little bit more down. Just to, yeah, I can extend this little patch here. Kinda have it circulating around this pond. And around here. Kind of encourage them to walk a little farther for some food. I've also had a couple cases of the game glitching and a dinosaur getting stuck in one spot and starving to death or dying of thirst because it won't move. I've actually had that happen a couple of times where something has died of thirst specifically while it is just standing in one spot right next to water. It's kind of annoying. I don't like the patterns on this one. It's wearing a muzzle. And they will find their ground fruit, because I definitely put plenty down. Okay, so got iguanodons. You guys are walking the wrong way. Ain't shit for you back there. Yeah, they're just gonna have to run around. I don't know what to tell them. Let's see what else we can throw over here. I don't really like Nasoceratops. I don't really know why. They look very awkward. Their heads are too big for their bodies. While other of the ceratopsids kind of seem to have a little bit more proper proportioning going on. I mean, even with the Pentaceratops too. Like, that's a big ass head. Do I want some Sinoceratops? Torosaurus, Triceratops. You know what? We'll just go with some trikes. Let's see. What are they not like? Carnivores, Stegosaurus, Stegosaurus, Torosaurus. It doesn't say anything about sauropods, so I would assume they'd be okay with hanging out with the Diplos. Or at least tolerable. And it's funny that it has weak as a trait, because I have definitely had some trikes that have kicked ass. Alright, so we got 6 of those coming. Can't really have any other ceratopsids because of that. So, sauropods, ankylosaurids, stegosaurids. I guess this would be any kind of place. It would be the place to throw down some Struthios or some galleys. Sauropod, ceratopsid. Yeah, alright. We'll throw some galleys in here. I don't expect them to stay too close to the area because they end up, you know, spreading out quite a bit. So, yeah. We'll throw a couple of those in there. See what the trikes will need for their environment. Water, forest, ground fiber. Well, I definitely need some of that. So, let's get some of that going. Kind of have it in this middle patch here. Just so they kind of have to, they're kind of forced to walk out and find their stuff. Unlike these fucking iguanodons. Come on, man. I swear to God, if it starves because it's running around here behind the hatchery instead of literally just going straight across, just go to the water. I mean, maybe if it gets thirsty enough, it'll find it, but... okay, throw out some trikes. I like their beaks. They're like rude little birds. Well, not little. I suppose that wouldn't be the right kind of adjective for them. Okay, so... they're definitely just gonna need... why are you turning around? Bro, come on. Stop turning around! You're going the opposite way! Ugh. There you go. Good going. I don't know where you're going, but it's somewhere. And this one, I do. Ah. Alright. 10. Dang. Okay. Hopefully these guys will be the primary targets to be cannon fodder. It's usually what ends up happening. They end up being pretty easy targets. Ground leaf. It should be fine. I don't really care too much about the galleys, if I'm honest. That probably sounds bad, but yeah, they're just kind of annoying. Kind of get a mix of it going on in here. Dude, I don't know why everything immediately comes over to this area. I feel bad because I don't want anything to starve. Are you guys panicking? Why? Uh-oh. Fighting for dominance already. Who's gonna be? Oh, shit. This one kind of looks like it's got like moss growing on it. That's cool. He's getting scarred up so far. Oh, yep. You're gonna lose your crown, King. You're done for. Run for it. You ain't gonna win this fight. Yep. You knew it. The new king. Looking all tough. And the stupid galley running around. Alright. So, overall, doing pretty well over here. Diplos are cool with everybody that's in this section. Iguanodons are doing okay. They finally found their food. Oh, this one's going pretty far. Alright, let's check on this side. Oh, the pears are branching out. That's good. Everything's kind of getting in its own little subsection. Patches are mostly staying together, it looks like. Alright, let's check on everything over here. Now, I do think, just to cause a little bit of chaos, oh, I forgot I had these in here, to be honest. Yeah, we'll throw 2 of these down. Wait a minute, can it tell me? No, okay. I don't really remember what the minimum of them needs to be. Skittish, social, resilient. I guess we'll go with the social one. And we'll throw 2 of those down there. Oh, it's minimum population of 1, so it'll be fine. And they need ground leaf. So throw some of this down. Because they're primarily just going to run around with the fish, so I'm not too worried about them having ample foliage. I do have quite a bit of piscivore feeders over here, so it should be fine. And like I said, I was not aware that the Quetzal in this game was able to not only eat out of the piscivore feeders, but hunt things. In my last sandbox, I literally witnessed the Quetzal that I had, like, just straight up murdering my galleys. I think I saw it take down a parasaur. Really badass. And their animations that they put in for them are actually pretty terrifying. Oh, the iguanodons are fighting. I like how awkward these guys look. They're very strange looking, but there's something a little endearing about it. And then the fact that they eat fish is just so, I don't know, they're definitely a wild card. You can find your ground leaf. Okay, so, what can we throw in here that will serve as a pretty decent bit of cannon fodder for the Quetzal? You know what? I'll throw some Corythosauruses. Okay, random. Cool. Get those bitches going. 6 of them. Alright, cool. But I can't remember if that's leaf or not. How are you missing ground leaf? Oh, you need more of it. And you need more water. Dang. I mean, if you just walked a little bit, you'd probably be fine. Yeah, they definitely just need to branch out, because I think this is plenty of water for what they want. Yep, plenty of fish. Let's see how much that water meter goes up. 34%. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's throw these Corys out. That's a cool pattern. Oh god, they're already panicking? Jesus Christ. What is going on? Lonely? How many do you guys need? God, they're just panicking all over the place. What is happening? Oh god. You guys fighting? Hmm. Yeah, see, they really pack a punch, and, like, their claws are not even that big. I mean, at least compared to, like, the Therizinosaurus. Yeah, it's surprising that they're able to get quite a bit going for themselves. Okay, you guys need ground fiber. I'll throw some down. I'll be nice. Alright, let's see how the Quetzal is faring with all these new neighbors. Oh, he's actually pretty cool with it. That's surprising. Look at that weird eye. Oh, shit. Crazy looking, man. Crazy dude indeed, Leonard. You go, Leonard. Yeah, once again, I'm really glad that I was able to figure out how to do the glitch to release flyers outside of the aviary, because I really just don't think that they fare well for trying to observe what you have or any kind of interaction with the dinosaurs. Even putting any kind of tour guides or anything towards them is just such a pain in the ass. It's a lot more rewarding, I would like to think, to have them out in the open like this. Well, with that said, I suppose I'll throw out the Spino. Let him start out what he's gonna do. Because like I said, they pretty much just keep to themselves. I really don't have a lot of whole issues with Spinosauruses as long as they have the fish available. Yeah, they're pretty chill. It's taken quite a while. Do I have this one? Yeah, accelerated growth time. I didn't even bother to see what kind of color and pattern I would get with this one, so I guess we will see. And ooh, be something cool. Be something cool. Oh! God, I love their animations. They're so badass. Like, it's kind of got this like albinism thing going on. Bit of like a lavenderish kind of undertone. A little bit of green. God, they just look so cool. And honestly, like, I know that paleontologists came out with like a actual form that they looked a little bit different than what they do in media, but I think that the Jurassic Park version is, honestly, I like it a lot better. You know, and I'm usually one to go for a lot of things that are more historically accurate, but I just think this looks badass. Like, come on now, look at him. Still needs to find some fish and forest, but he's still forming territories, so we'll see how that goes. We've got 2 piscivore feeders in this pond part, so still needs quite a bit of forest. So I suppose I could throw a little bit more down. Kind of stagger these trees a little bit. Maybe around the edge of the water. Kind of give it a little bit more cover. There we go. Perfect. All right, bud. Trying to think of a good name for it. Ricky. Hell yeah, Ricky. Alright. So he's cool. He's just gonna chill, run around his little area. I don't really think I want to put a second one over there. Because it doesn't need the minimum population of creatures is just one. Yeah. But he can have more than one around. So yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We'll throw another one down. We'll have it at random already, so we'll do that. Now, like I said previously, I think... Oh, wow, you've gone really far. I wonder if I should put another piscivore feeder down here. I should probably extend this water a little bit. Here we go. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, that should be fine. So like I said previously, I think I do need to throw another hatchery right here, just to ensure that this area just doesn't become wasted space. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Throw the hatchery down first. Oh, wrong way. And the arrival point. Okay. And I suppose since we're over here, oh, I'm gonna do that. Additional bays and accelerated growth. Okay. Well, I suppose since they're going to be a little bit closer to where I'm going to release the carnivores, I will throw some stegos over here, just because they definitely hold their own. I've definitely seen them fuck up quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with the 1997 one. I like it. Do some stegos. And... Maybe some Dracos? What do you like? You like Stegosaurs? Okay, cool. Okay. What do they need? Ground leaf and ground nut. Cool. don't remember what the stegos need. Ground leaf, ground nut. Ground fiber, okay. And ground fruit. What? Oh my god. Alright, so I need a whole mix of everything. Okay. Ground leaf. Ground fiber. Throw a little patch right here. A little bit closer to the water. And some of these. Thin out this forest a little bit. And throw some more cicads. Just kind of get a bit of a clearing going on here. Just to make sure that there is ample feeding areas. I suppose we'll leave this little forest patch here. Just kind of separate off those areas. Okay. Throw out the stegos first. Wow, I really like these purple ones. That's super nice. Look at that. It's so cool. He's like a lava lamp. Looks badass. Noise cues, so good. So cool looking. Alright. Missing forest. Damn, y'all are missing quite a lot. Ooh, I thought I did enough. Should be good if they walk around a little bit. That was weird. I heard a background noise that was a bugle call for an elk. Wonder if that was just ambient or... Like I said, I like the silly little music these guys get. So funky looking. Strange. Alright. You guys can go find your ground leaf. The problem I'm gonna have now is getting something else in here that they're both gonna get along with. So... Well, you know what? Could throw some dry sources around. Ground leaf, ground fiber, open space, water, forest. Yeah, hopefully we get... Oh, it's only a 6-sized batch. So, I might do another round of them. Like I said, these kinds of ones are a little bit better for cannon fodder. They kind of... a little bit easier pickings, so... Oh, that one was cool. Cool little pattern on it.
But now, that's all changed.
So the stegos are still wanting forest. Excuse me. Dang, they want a lot of forest. That's crazy. Okay, well. Oh. I suppose I could just build up these little patches I've got here. I don't want them to stay too close to a hatchery, though. And everything else they should be relatively good on. Oh, whoops. Alright. Ain't no way you guys are going all the way here and missing your stuff. Okay, there you go. Okay. And how are the Dracos doing? Yeah, they're alright. Okay. I think just for extra measure, I will throw one more thing over here before I start moving on to the carnivores. Do I want to throw some Lysosaurus? No, I don't. We have Montosaurus, Sauropod, Ceratopsid, Stegosaurid. Yeah, I'll do some of those. I'm gonna get 5 of those. I'll just do all of them. And I think while those are incubating, how's our Stego doing? Or Spinosaurus. He's doing good. Okay. Throw another one out. Release these guys. Ooh, that's a really vibrant color. Oh, look at that one in the back. Shit, what's that? Oh, they all kind of got this like little variation of like a bluish purple face. Cool. I really like that. Alright, and our Spino's done. Looks like it's done cooking. Okay, let's see what this one looks like.
They did this in the wild. Now they can fight in captivity.
Alright, so this one's kind of got a little bit more of a different coloration. I like the pattern on its head. It reminds me of Blue's Clues for some reason. Cool. Alright. Now, I don't know if I want to release the velociraptors from this side, because I feel like that kind of gives them, like, a little bit too bit of an easy access to everything over here. So, I think I will throw them into this hatchery. Let's see, where are they at? Down here. And I think I want to get a batch of about 6 going. Okay. Eggs, perfect. Got 6. Alright, we'll release these bad boys. I like those like stupid little hairs that they have on their heads. I believe I was watching the Axeman stream, or not stream, but a video that he posted on YouTube of Jurassic World Evolution 2. And that's originally what wanted me to get the game, because I did play the first one. And I think he had said some kind of comment when he released some Velociraptors that they were like a pack of teenagers, and I think that's really accurate. Just like, look at them. All walking in sync and everything. Looking badass. Alright. Missing forest, missing prey, missing water. Well, y'all are gonna go have to venture into Spinosaurus territory to go find all that. Where'd the 6th one go? This way I was just going on by himself. What are you doing? Do you not go? Oh yeah. Not cohabiting well already. All moving in. It looks so small compared to everything else. Where is... Oh, there he is. I wonder where the secondary one was. Chilling over here. Alright. Ricky, doing good. Gonna go with this one as Bubbles. Yeah. Alright. Now all that's left to do is wait and see how they react. Oh, Ricky's already kind of moving in hot. Very curious to see what's going to happen first, because I know in past games, the only time that I had seen the Velociraptors actually attack and go after the Spinosaurus as a group is when they were all hungry. So, not sure who's going to make the first move here. Oh. Oh. Are you panicking? Oh, you're already pretty uncomfortable. And you are panicking. There's plenty of forest around here. I don't know what y'all are on about. kind of cute when they panic. Oh, infighting. Alright, well, let's see. Everything's doing pretty good over here. A little bit of congestion going on, but hopefully they will all kind of span out eventually. Otherwise, I'm conflicted on whether I want to throw another hatchery right here to release more carnivores. I know I said that this side was going to be kind of the end caps for them both, but I just feel like if I throw something like a larger carnivore on this side, it's going to be way too easy for it to stay over here and pick off everything except the flyers. I'm not really too worried about those. Actually really surprised that the Quetzal has not done anything. My last sandbox game, the Quetzal that I had in there was just causing mass bloodshed, which was insane to see. But I guess he's got plenty of fish, so he's probably not too worried about that. Oh, I'm getting a little close there. Oh man. Where is... Oh. Didn't try anything yet, and I wonder if that's because he's not too close to his buddies. So I wonder if it is just that they only attempt to go after the Spino when they have not had ample food around. And that's like their only option. I love when it rains in game. Some more tensions going here. Even though you can barely stand up in the water. Already hungry. Well, I mean, I guess you guys are kind of... Oh, there we go. You already know, bud. You cannot do this on your own. Yeah, that's not happening. Yep. Oh! Ooh. Is it dead already? Oh my god! Oh, shit. Wow. He just shook him off, killed him. 2 shots. Dead. And he's gonna go have a drink. Gotta rehydrate after all that. He's not even... He's still at 100% health. Wow. Are you gonna try it too? You just watched all your friends get murdered. Oh no, you're gonna... Oh. Wow. So much for community, man. I mean, I guess it's good it doesn't go to waste, but like, holy shit, that was fast. Didn't even wait for the body to get cold. That's crazy. Well, I mean, they've got carcasses to feed off of now. Unless this one's gonna try his luck too. Oh, no. All bark, no bite. Alright, well, so that's 2 velociraptors down. What's going on with Chris? Missing rock. Well, bud, you're kind of running away from where I made everything for you, so that's to be expected. Aw. It's cute. but it's like kind of weird too. Okay, so see, they've got the Dryasauruses over here, kind of running around a little bit closer, so if they were smart, they would just go over here. But I think they're just gonna continue feeding off of the carcasses. Which, whatever. I'm not judging. Nature does its thing. Wonder what this one's doing. Oh wow, that one walked quite a bit far away. Well, I guess in that case, I will come over here and let's see. Minimum population 1. Trying to go for something that I have not used in one of my past plays so far. Let's see. I don't really like the ones that look rubbery. I feel like they definitely did a disservice to some of the skins on here. You know what, we'll go by the filters. I don't like using the hybrids either, so I'm not going to be throwing an Indominus in there. But I might do an acro. Okay. Let's throw one of these bad boys in there. Intolerant. Wonder how that's gonna go. Kinda wanna see it go after the Spinosaurus, but at the same time, I feel like we already know who would come out on top for that. But we shall see how it acts when I release it. I mean, it does have pretty ample prey to go for if it comes for these quarries over here. Everything's just feeding on the fucking carcasses. Okay. I'm more interested to see how... I mean, I know the Quetzal's gonna be having a cohabitation issue with it. Oh no. Got another one trying its luck. Oh, yeah, two of them. You guys already know you're gonna die.
This bipedal predator is called the Acrocanthosaurus, and it is a dinosaur that has what I like
no
to
hope.
refer to
Oh my
as
god.
presence. When it's around, you know this animal should make for a killer exhibit. I mean, it being a killer and all.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh man. Are you low health because you're hungry, or did you like lose a fight? Oh yeah, you're real hungry. Damn, dude, you just watched all your friends get annihilated. It just goes to eat like it's nothing new. Bubbles is a murderer. Straight up. I wonder if they're gonna fight. Oh, no. Alright, I suppose I should go check out on how this acro is doing. Oh, he's already moving pretty far. It's a little bit of a lackluster design. I wouldn't say there's anything too memorable about the acros in this game. If I remember correctly, they look a little bit cooler in Ark. But I have not played Ark in a few years now, so don't quote me on that. once they started getting crazy with all the like aberrations and the I mean, I did play Scorched Earth for a little bit, and I did enjoy that. I enjoyed Scorched Earth quite a bit. They started getting pretty crazy with Ark, and a lot of the times I never really wanted to, I don't know, I just wanted to tame shit and have it. I didn't really care too much about going for any of the story-driven stuff or advancing too far ahead in the technology. Kind of the same thing with Minecraft. Once I get to the point where like the only other thing I have to do is do redstone and whatnot, I kind of just get bored of it. Oh man, what's going on? Are you gonna defend your friend, Bubbles? Or are you just gonna panic? Alright, well. We already know this is the end of the Velociraptors. They did not have a very long-lasting reign. Yep. Dead. Alright, well. Spino 6, Velociraptor 0. God, they look so cool. And when they lay down, it's so cute. I kind of wish they did that thing that like cats do when they tuck their front paws in, kind of loaf out. It'd be really cute. Probably not historically accurate, but cute nonetheless. Okay, go over here, check on the acro. He's not really doing much. The Quetzal. Oh, he's getting pretty close to the Spinos. It is a lot more gratifying seeing the Quetzal being able to fly around freely. I might throw some rocks around this end just to kind of extend his territory a little bit. There's not really too much going on in this section, and I imagine that them and the Spinos will kind of leave each other alone. Hopefully. Alright, well, we've got everything kind of branching out towards this middle section. Don't really have much going on with the acro right now. Still a lot of congestion around this area, which I'm not crazy about, but hopefully we'll be able to put something in through here that's able to kind of make the trek down. It's not as big as a map as it could be, especially with the square sandboxes that are available. I've definitely had some of the dinosaur AIs make quite a bit of a journey to get to a separate area. But, yeah. Velociraptors did not last long. Already decaying, sheesh. Oh. Getting a little close there, Ricky. Alright, well, I guess with the smiting of the Velociraptors, that's where I'm going to call it for today. Next stream, I believe that will be the point where I mainly focus on trying to get out a lot more carnivores. Damn, these guys are all going single file. Aw, you'll finally be able to reunite with your friends. Good for you, Corey. Yeah, next stream I will come back to this map, try to put out a little bit more of the carnivores, because it seems like this acro is not doing well already. Oh man. Oh. I think you're gonna get fucked up, bud. But I guess we'll see. I suppose this is as good as time as anywhere to end the stream. Oh wow, you really fucked him up! That's crazy. Minor fracture. Well, you're already healing up pretty well. Heals on its own, but weakens dinosaurs in the meantime. Okay, well. Not really sure what the acro's gonna do about that. He may try to go in for the kill again. Oh yeah, it looks like it. Wow, this might be one of the first times that I see one of these sloth dudes get done in. Oh, no. See, that would be a relatively easy kill, honestly. You've already injured it. You're about to die from starvation. Well, okay. All the quarries ran this way, so he really doesn't have much of a choice but to go after him again. Because as far as I know, they really don't go after flyers. I think it's because in the actual in-game, they're obviously not supposed to be a part of any kind of free roaming thing. So I don't think they have any method or infrastructure put into the game to be able to have carnivores going after the flyers, unless it's like flyer against flyer kind of carnage. Honestly, yeah, I think the acro's probably just gonna starve to death. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe I should have released it a little bit closer to the Spinos. I mean, if he could make it over here, there's one less carcass to feed off of. But not really much else he can do. I don't want to pity him too much and release something, because he could go after this guy. He's already injured. Could have done so. Yep, I think this is it for the acro. Or maybe not. Come on, bud. Go for it. Here you go. Wow, you're really not gonna go in for the kill, man? Get punched twice and that's it? You're just gonna starve to death instead? Well. Yep, I definitely think that's gonna be it for the acro, because, not really much else he can do unless he keeps trying to go for that one, but his health is dwindling as it is. We got quite a bit of congestion going on here. The Spinos are moving in a little bit closer. That's odd. I kind of thought they would just kind of chill to themselves over in this whole section, because it's quite a bit of space for them to have as territory. All the stegos are in one spot. Oh, yep. Oh, that's the end of the acro. Got all the trikes staying in one spot. I think in the next stream I may try to make it a little bit easier on the carnivores and release them kind of closer to this whole intersection here. Cause a little bit of chaos with it, you know. Because I wasn't expecting everything to, especially not the quarries, I did not expect them to run all the way over here. It did come as quite a surprise, and I'm very surprised that all the galleys are sticking together, because usually they all kind of just go willy-nilly all over the map. But, yeah, that's it for our acro. Drinking water's not going to help you now, bud. So, yeah, okay. I guess that's where I'm going to end this stream. Like I said, next one we'll be working a little bit more on the carnivores, kind of getting them an equal chance to get some food in, unlike this poor acro here. Yeah, he's... Oh, wait, what? Leonard! Leonard! Oh, no! Damn, Leonard. You were just by a fish feeder. That's horrible. Wow. And there's really no rhyme or reason to it either. Like, I guess they just choose whenever they want to cause some bloodshed. Wow, I'm glad I caught that before I logged off. That was cool. I really like seeing the death animations for the Quetzal. Super cool. Alright, Leonard. You nasty. I really do wonder if they end up targeting any kind of carnivores as well. Are you feeding off of that? No, you're not. Okay. Where'd Leonard go? Yeah, I'm sure you are content, bud. Got some of these Corys coming back over. I think it's gonna be a little bit too late for the acro, though. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to run over there in time. Yeah, I don't even think there's gonna be an attempt made. I think he may just lay down and die. Sorry, bud. Oh, no? Oh. This wasn't the one that it originally damaged, so... Oh. Damn. Damn. Wow. Well, that's it for our acro, everybody. Killed by some giant sloth dudes. That one's already healing up pretty well. Yeah, these things are like indestructible. Okay, well, that'll be it for today. Glad we got those two little bits of action right before I logged off. RIP acro. I'd say you did well, but you didn't even really try, honestly. Yeah. Later on in another stream, we'll work on some more carnivores. See what kind of chaos we can cause in this little intersection over here. And yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.